It's Week 7 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Kenneth Walker. He'll be a focal point of his offense this week. It's the 49ers and the Blues coming up next.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
Now a 2nd and 10. Running right, this is Evans. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them all.
Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And taken right at the 35. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And we get a glance at their leader in the huddle, the veteran in his 9th season now. And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. A lot of talk to, and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And down inside the 15 he goes. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On 1st down, Purdy. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Justin Jefferson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Moore. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Here's Braden Mann now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded at the 33. It will go as a the 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series.
Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They'll have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing a 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist, you know, that good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing, change things up a little bit, and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
So this, Charles, on paper at least, not the most even of matchups. Polar opposite, really. I mean, on one sideline, you got the hottest team in the league, still unbeaten, and on the other side, a winless squad.
And that's why I owe you, and I owe you big, because you did email me this week to remember any given Sunday. That was a phrase you typed to me, and that's what we have to remember in this ball game. It resounds when you think about it. Unbeaten versus winless, any given Sunday, anything can happen in this league.
Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
The Niners at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach,
oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and he'll bring the football out to the 25.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
You start prorating these rushing numbers and looking ahead, he could be on pace for a 2,000-yard season. I don't want to jinx him, but what a year to this point.
But you just did.
Sorry?
That's okay. No, he can overcome that.
I'm not
right?
apologizing to you.
No.
Okay?
I like your attitude. But you're right. What's got to happen for it to actually occur? Offensive line has continued blocking the way they've been blocking. He has to stay healthy. But also, it's not just the idea that he's going to run the football, but you got to run it against numbers that dictate you throwing the football. Sometimes when you have 6 to block and you only have 5 guys, you got to block them anyway, and he has to make someone miss as well the rest of the year.
27 yards there, a 1st down.
They go play action here. Purdy. Complete. Jefferson the target.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Back to throw. Purdy. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
But you look at this defense.
They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So he's been automatic to this part of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Portland's offense now about set to take over.
It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Again, a run with Evans. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. This defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Today's NFL, when you talk about goals for defenses, and you think that maybe you'd like to hold them under 14 points or so, we think our offense can usually get 17 to 20, so that's a reasonable goal. But when you hold a team under 100 yards of total offense, you're going to win 99 times out of 100. And the one game you lose, you'll know who to blame.
And the Portland first down.
Ward on 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dexter Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Operating from the gun, Ward.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Hey, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Purdy off the play fake.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd and short.
But you look at this defense.
They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there.
And he holds it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Jamar Chase.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Niners are able to widen their advantage.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Portland's offense now about set to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown 49ers.
Jamar Chase
with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Portland's offense now about set to take over. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here's Ward, looking to throw on 2nd down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is fielded at the 27. A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Jalen Phillips, the edge man on the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Purdy on 3rd down. He completes this to Walker. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 79 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Purdy.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
On third down, here's Purdy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! From 10 yards out, and the Niners continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point right down the middle, and a rout is on here in this first half.
31. Lose 7.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
This fielded right at the goal line. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Moore. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Partner, you got to check this out, because while they rightly congregate around the guy who just made the play on field, take a look at the sideline, because they all went over to congratulate their punter, because they remember it was his kick that set them up so close to the end zone and gave them an opportunity to get the safety that we just saw to add to their lead. That's teamwork right there. Full complementary football, and they got it done.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Throw left side complete. That's Bennett. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. Remember, they had the safety go against them the last time they had it. Fortunately, their defense just forced the punt, so they'll try again as they start 1st and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ward.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. They go play action here on 1st down. That is caught. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
On first down, it's Purdy. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Running right, here's Walker. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Third and 3. Purdy now to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Looking to throw. Ward. And this is going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And taken right on the 30. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Purdy. Got a man open. It's Chase.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Purdy now on 2nd down. Throw out wide to Walker.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy.
This will be caught at about the 5. And just shy of the goal gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Kyle Pitts with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've hit halftime. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think is what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, third quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us.
Purdy looking to throw.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Back to throw, Purdy.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now Purdy. That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. So nothing doing there. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown! 49ers!
Kyle Pitts
With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
and the 49ers have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. To throw is Ward on first down. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw.
Moore. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Moore. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
He's the first in the league to reach 30 touchdown passes this year. Did that on the last drive, and he starts here with a 1st down.
They'll give it up to the big man Walker.
To the 36-yard line, stop there.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To the right side, this is Walker.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Purdy's throw into the hands of Pitts here.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run.
Touchdown 49ers!
Kyle Pitts from a yard out. And the Niners have now opened up a 7-touchdown lead. Unbelievable.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
57, Blues 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in.
It got his man complete. And what a big-time play there. 46 yards. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in the cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
And he is going to lose yardage here. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Back to throw again.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Fourth down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
Responsible for well over 100 yards of total offense, but still hasn't found the end zone. You think that's in the back of his mind going into this drive?
It's always in the back of the mind of a player is having that type of a day because you want that gratification for your work, right? You want that stamp on top of everything. But bottom line for him, he's doing great work. Sometimes it just opens it up for other people to actually get into the end zone for him.
The runners, you know, would they rather have 60 yards, 3 touchdowns, or 150 no touchdowns?
I think more than likely 150 and no touchdowns. But all the runners that I know would say, I'll take 150 and 3 touchdowns. They're greedy that way.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down.
Here's Purdy.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
An assortment of sacks in this game. This one the product of a good jump and terrific effort. Moves quickly off the snap of the ball. Doesn't let up until he's in the backfield and impacting the quarterback.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Here is 3rd down and 4. Throwing here, Purdy.
Escaping the pressure right. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now this one over the middle into the hands of this tight end, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Looking to throw. Purdy. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers are able to
extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Back now here on EA Sports, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Portland's offense now about set to take over. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
Throwing to start the drive. Morton. The open man is Westbrook. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
It's a gain of 7.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. And this offense on third down today, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Following the fumble recovery, Purdy. This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Walker will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Purdy. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Justin Jefferson
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Niners add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Makes the score.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Portland's offense now about set to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. A try here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Portland's offense now about set to take over. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw.
Morton.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold onto the football while being jostled?
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
On the give, it's Walker.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 126 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And Walker once more.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down. Rainey, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Purdy bootlegging it.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bennett. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 8-yard line.
Purdy now to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Purdy. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
On the screen, this is Evans.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and 2.
Morton. He's got his target. That's complete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 3rd down gain of 19.
And the Portland first down.
They'll look to throw again.
They're going right back to Westbrook.
And get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ryan.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Completes the pass to Judy on the crossing pattern.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw.
Morton. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen despite the...
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Here's 2nd and 10.
44-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Rainey. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Walker.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's going to be out, down inside the 20 at the 15. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Rainey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
The 11-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there's no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.